Hello, GrooveAsia Nation. I'm Karen Allen with GrooveAsia. I'm a mentor in the community and also director of community support. And I also have my other lovely mentor with me. It's Michael. Take away,
Right.
Michael.
Lovely. It's thank you very much for this introduction. It's incredible. I'm very fine. My name is Michael Kaczerginski. I'm with Karen in this GLU show. Um, and we will speak today about changing your life. What a
Yes,
program and
yes.
motivation building. So let's go. But before that, if you are attending live, please put a hashtag live in the comments. If you are attending on replay, please do a replay um, tag
Hashtag replay.
hashtag replay. Yeah,
And
please.
before we get started, I also want to mention I want to thank Annie Wong, Queen Bees, that's in the background, that's helping us behind the scenes on our show today.
Yeah,
So
but
thank you very
but you
much.
yourself, Karen, can you present yourself a little, please?
A little bit more about me. Okay, sure. I am a professional digital marketer, and I'm from the Atlanta, as we say here in Georgia. Well, as old people say here in Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia. And just part of being part of the community, love doing that. And we are the director of customer support in GrooveAsia.
Great, great. And for myself, my name is Michael Kaczerginski. I'm French. I live in France, and I'm an entrepreneur and marketing digital entrepreneur as Karen. And we are with Karen, with all directors and mentors. We are dedicated for your success because we provide lots of information about the software. About the community, about the skills you can learn, improve, so let's dive inside what we do at GrooveAsia. Karen,
Yes,
can you present what
yes,
GrooveAsia is for our
yes.
audience, please?
GrooveAsia. GrooveAsia is a company that provides a powerful all-in-one software to grow your business. And it's also a community. Like I said, Michael and I are both mentors in the community, and we provide exclusive digital marketing and online entrepreneurship training done by our leaders and also other leaders that are a lot more advanced than us in the community who provides that wonderful training. And we also partner with Summit. That's another company that we partner with, and Michael will tell you about that.
Yeah, Summit is another company partners with GrooveAsia on organizing events. So it's a company that exists for a few, maybe 10 years, I think, that organized lots of
10, 15
um,
years. So much.
15, yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's a lot.
more than, yeah. So, and it's also a platform where people will learn lots of things. It's a Summit Asia. Summit, the company, provides real world education from the best speakers in the industry to improve and change lives all over the world. uh, Summit provides events, workshops for entrepreneurs. So definitely you have to know this company, and we have an opportunity for you to know more of this company, and it is called offer.
Yes, right now, Summit, we have a currently you can take advantage of our pre-launch offer at Summit for 1 year of high value workshops at a very small price. That's 1 year of exclusive membership access to Summit's trans um, transformational workshops that we have. Excellent speakers. If you came to our pre-lunch that we had this last weekend, it was phenomenal. We had 12 speakers that were speaking at that time, and if you take advantage of the pre-lunch, you'll have access. I'm talking about face to face, that you'll be able to ask your questions to the speakers to the live, and it's only going to be for $25. Now, these are A-list speakers that's valued over, the whole package is valued over $31,600 that you'll be able to get for $25. And in order to do that, you can go to summitasia.com/VIP. So take
Yeah,
advantage of that.
yeah, take a minute for that. If you really appreciate workshops, please write. Do that. No, don't write on comment, because I really want you to, before you to go to summitasia.com/VIP. It's very important you know this offer, because it's very valuable, and I'm sure you will appreciate. And please come and speak to us when you after you subscribe, because we want to know who is part of this, who will be part of this workshop. So let's
Exactly.
introduce topic of the day, Karen. What is this topic?
Today, we're going to be talking about motivational building. Motivational building. Now, if I tell you about the Maslow hierarchy, what does it make you think about? Needs, um, motivation? Yes, 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 yes. Today, we're going to be talking about those triggers that permit us to do or not to do what the things that we want. We're going to talk about procrastination, lack of motivation, and how we can fix all of that to be more efficient and happier in doing what we want to do. Okay.
Great program. I buy it. I buy it. So let's go and let's talk about motivation. Yeah. You spoke about Maslow. Yeah, I don't know if people know what Maslow hierarchy is. It's um, it's a man called Abraham Maslow, who created a model. It's maybe one of the best known theory of motivation, and this Maslow's theory states that our action are motivated by certain physiological needs.
Right.
So it's often presented by a pyramid, and pyramid of
Permit.
needs,
Mm-hmm.
and with most basic the most basic needs are at the bottom of this
Mm-hmm.
pyramid, and more complex needs are at the top. So
Right.
let's speak about this. What are these needs, Karen?
Okay. So we first got these uh, physiological needs. Those are needs that require, to help us. That's like eating, sleeping, your water, uh, eliminating, bodily elimination. Those basic needs that you just do without even thinking about it. And then we have safety needs. We need the feel of security, employment, resources, our family, our health, property, safety needs. Then we have love and belonging needs. We need friendship and family and sexual intimacy. Those are a need. And
I
we
love
have
this one.
right, right. And we have esteem needs. We like to be, you have the need to feel confident, a need to achieve, a need to be respected and be respected by others and to respect others. And lastly, a need of self um, actualization needs. That's creativity, spontaneity, problem solving, um, needs to be acceptance and a lack of prejudice. So those are some of the needs that the Maslow hierarchy pyramid addresses. So basic needs at the bottom, more complex needs at the top. And then we have, and all that corresponds with the motivation that we have, because we're trying to fulfill some of those needs and some of the types of needs that we have. There's several different types of needs. So I'm gonna go over a few, then I'm gonna let Michael go over some more, okay?
Yeah.
So anything you want to say, Michael?
Yeah, I will just say you will speak about different types of motivations. So definitely we will go in to understand more what is motivation. But I think it was important to know what is before motivation. That's why we spoke about needs and Maslow pyramid. Be clear that sometimes even if you want to do something, it's not possible to do. It's not all the time possible for you to do certain things if certain needs are not fulfilled. So
Hmm.
you have to be kind with you and to accept that hierarchy of needs, and don't
Hmm.
try to do something in that don't fulfill basic needs if these basic needs are not yet fulfilled.
Right. Well, it's hard to do anything if your basic needs are not satisfied. It's just hard to go on beyond that. You got to get the basic needs, the foundation set before you go further. But some of the type of motivations that we do have, we have incentive motivation. This is some of the types that we have. We have incentive motivation. Let me tell you what that is. That is when you are motivated to perform a task because of a potential reward. And that is, you wake up, you go to work because you want a paycheck to pay your bills. Okay, that's incentive. Incentive to turn that alarm off, get up, get dressed, and go to work. That's incentive motivation. Achievement motivation is the motivation that includes performing a task to achieve specific objectives. That's like when you're studying for a test. You study for a test to get an A on your paper. That's achievement motivation. Now, power motivation, these are what we call them control freaks, okay? And that's when you spend hundreds of hours to build your own business or becoming an expert in your field, and you're trying to gain control over your livelihood. That means you're spending that time, you're putting in that time, you're putting in the hours to do what you want to do on your terms when you want to do it. That's powerful. Power motivation. And you also have fear motivation. Now, fear motivation is a fear of negative consequences
Yeah,
that can drive you to avoid an unpleasant experience, such as termination of an employment, the demotion, lawsuits. And this is an example is if when you pay your taxes so you don't go to jail. You don't want to go to jail, so you pay your taxes. That's your fear motivation. And there's a couple of other ones that we have that Michael's going to talk about.
yeah, I will speak about the others, but before, please, I would like to speak about, react about what you said. Fear
Sure.
motivation, the last one you said, is maybe we feel that it's not a good motivation trigger.
Yeah.
Fear. If you do something because you expect a bad situation, if you don't do the things, and it's only this fear that motivates you. Lots of people are doing like that. They do things because
Hmm.
they don't want to have a bad situation if they don't do this thing. But the first three ones you said, incentive motivation,
Hmm.
motivation, it can be good. I mean, you say, I do that because I know that I will be paid. It's a good
Yes.
motivation. But at the same time, you accept that if you're not paid, you don't work because your motivation is
Exactly.
so that's the reason why achievement motivation can be useful, because achievement motivation, you say, okay, I do that because I want this project be done. I deeply want that. So you want to achieve things, and this kind of motivation is maybe better. And the third one you said is power motivation. I mean, it's for people who likes to control everything. They want to be powerful. So if the motivation is say, if I do this task, I know that it will increase my power on
Hmm.
things, my power on people. So I don't know if it's a good motivation, but I know lots of people that are have this kind of motivation. So
Hmm.
let's talk about another motivation. It's called affiliation motivation. And affiliation motivation, we can also say social motivation. And social motivation is that encourage you to do things because you know that you will have links with other individuals, and it makes you it makes you happy.
Hmm.
So that's the reason why you do things, because you say, okay, I want to be a part of this community, and I will do my part. I mean, I will do a task on this context. And
Hmm.
another motivation trigger can be competence. You can say, I want to be the best in what I do. And people who are very specialist in very difficult contexts, as neurosurgeons, aeronautic engineers, or specialists that have, you know, um,
Well, in sales, we could talk about our niche markets.
yeah.
We're we're professionals in the subject that we're going to be that our product is in. If it may it be healthcare, may it be in speakers or cars, you are the professional
Hmm.
in that market, in
So
that niche
it can
company.
be a source of motivation. You say, I do that, I do all these efforts because
Hmm.
I know that at the end I will be competent, I will be seen as an expert, and it can be a very high
Right,
motivation trigger. And
right.
another motivation trigger can be attitude. That means that um, we can this form of motivation is more than for people that are consider themselves as coach. you know if you
Hmm.
consider yourself as a coach, it can be a motivation. You say, I will do that because I know that it will increase not my power on people, but my influence, my positive influence, my
Hmm.
attitude. I will improve the mood of the community. I will improve the motivation of the
Hmm.
community. And maybe what we are doing right now, you and me, Karen,
Hmm.
motivate people and give skills to people to increase their motivation. It is an attitude motivation. We know that we will do, we are bringing valuable information to people, and it
Hmm.
brings to me, I mean, I feel happy about that, and it motivates me. That's the reason what I do. For your information, it's 6 a.m. in France. so
Right.
i so I'm really highly motivated to do this show with you. And so it's attitude motivation. You know that you will be seen as a valuable member of a community, and
Hmm.
that you can bring useful information. And
Hmm.
expectancy motivation is another one, the last one.
Hmm.
Expectancy motivation means that, um, how can I explain that? Maybe you could help me, Karen.
Well, this theory positions that individuals are motivated by the expectation of desired results of a certain effort. Now, it
Yeah.
measures the degree of which the reward of a particular action motivates you to pursue the achievement of that goal based on your belief that you can receive the reward. Okay, so you believe that you can do it, um, you have the expectancy that you're going to do it, that you can have it, and so you keep working at it because you know that you can achieve the goal at the end. That's expectancy
Mm.
motivation.
I think it can be linked with the first one. When we said incentive motivation, you do things because you know that you will be paid. And for expectancy motivation, you do things because you believe you will be paid.
Hmm. Hmm. You
You're not
expect to
sure.
be paid.
Yeah, you're not sure. Even if you're not sure, you do the job. And I know lots of people that won't be motivated by expectancy.
Hmm.
They will only work on things because they know that they will be paid.
Hmm.
And I know other people that can be involved deeply, even if they're not sure they will be paid. It's a different kind of people.
Hmm.
So let's go on what we want to give to people.
Well, like we say, you have the motivations, you have those different kinds of motivations, and that goes for different kind of people. The motivations, different motivations motivate us because we are different people. However, we all have one thing in common at one time or another, and that is a lack of motivation. That's procrastination. Sometimes we just do not feel like doing it. We just don't. So, Michael, tell us about that procrastination.
Yeah, to do it short, you feel unmotivated, so it's a feeling. You don't want to do things, so something inside you is not um, uh, engaged on the situation. So this feeling can generate procrastination. Procrastination, if you don't know this word, means that you always postpone what you have to do. So when we do that, obviously we are not efficient, of course,
That's right.
on what we do. Sometimes we do nothing, and we feel guilty about that. So it's definitely not a good feeling. So if you are in a procrastination state of mind, you have to do something to get out
To
of
get
this
out of it.
situation.
To
Yeah.
get out of it.
and and sometimes we want to do what is necessary. We know inside of ourselves that we have to do things, but it's difficult. So
Yep. That's
to you,
true.
you have to improve your motivation, and we will give you some advices for that. um, we all want to get stuff done. We want to keep going despite difficulties. We want an efficient way of working with no hassle.
Hmm.
We want to be proud of us. We want to be in a flow state of mind. I will finish and I will give you uh, the
What the flow is. How
yeah
do we
flow.
get into the flow?
Yeah, what is flow state of mind? Flow is that when you are so dedicated on what you do that you can even forget to eat
Take care of those
or
basic needs.
or drink. Yeah, you basic because you're focused on what you do, and you passionate
Hmm.
passionated. You're very involved, and so when you want to be efficient, you would like to find one way or another this kind of state of mind. Of course, you have to respect your basic needs, but it's a good situation if you are fully dedicated on what you do. You're focused, no no difficulties to do things. So how to freak? But at first, I think you have to identify what is your goals. It's all the time the same idea.
Exactly.
What is your why? And now, Karen, you will speak about that. How to
Yes. Yes. Yes.
identify our goals.
Right. Like I say, Michael, what Michael just went over was the things to improve your motivation in order for you to accomplish your goals. But let's figure out how, how we're going to do our goals and how we're going to formulate those. And like Michael was saying, you have to remember your why. Have to remember your why. Your why you have to get down to the core of why you're doing what you're doing. And that is basically saying, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to accomplish. Why you want to accomplish it? Because this is the reason why I want to accomplish that. Well, why is that important? Well, because this is important. It's important because of this. When you finish saying all of those whys and you can't say why anymore, that is the core reason why you're doing what you're doing. That is like the backbone. That is like the train ride that's going to bring you in. That's going to keep you going. Okay, remember those whys. And then once you get that, visualize how it's going to be when you achieve your goal. Visualize what success is going to look like for you. Visualize what it's going to feel like. Can you visualize what you feel like? Get feeling that's going to feel when you be successful and to that, and that's going to keep you going. And some other things that's going to help you with your goals are.
So I think you have to be proud of you, and sometimes it's difficult to be proud of us. And of course, when you are in the procrastination moment, it's difficult to be proud of you. So I would say fight against this average state of mind that we all have. Try to be ambitious. I know it's
Hmm.
difficult to be ambitious, but you have to think I'm good. I did good things. I mean, I can do this, and I will show the world. I will show people that I can do this. So try to change the way you see your ambition.
Hmm.
Dare to dream. Set goals that interest you deeply. And if you have to work on something that don't interest you, try to find things that interests you in this not interested uh, thing. I know it's complicated. Make your goal public. Karen, you will speak about that. It's important
Right.
to make your goal public, and break up your goals.
Got to break your goals up, because your goal is to be something that's huge, that's beyond you, that's something you can't do just in your own being. Huge. But so because it's so huge, you don't want it to be so overwhelming and so daunting. So you break those things, you break it down. You break it down what you're going to be doing. If you have a 12-month goal, break it down to what you're going to be doing every month, every week, every day, if you need to, every hour. Break it down to smaller parts so it won't seem so overwhelming. And actually, studies show that setting smaller goals builds momentum because it makes you feel good and it drives long-term success. Create those smart goals to eliminate the overwhelm. Now, some things on how to build. We're talking about building. We're going to build, stimulate, and maintain our motivation. How are we going to
So,
do that, Michael? How are we going to do all those things to get done and be successful with what we want to do?
so as I said, believe in yourself first. Believe in yourself and try to recall pleasant past experiences you had. Try to start smart with measurable and uh, I mean objective that you can handle. Don't try to to give you too much things on your shoulders that
Right,
you cannot take.
right,
um, Change how you view or do a task. It can be useful to change the way you work. I mean, maybe you can change just the context. If you work at home, it can be difficult to stay motivated. I don't know people. I know I know people that I appreciate. Myself, I appreciate to work at home, but sometimes it's not the good context at all. So I prefer to take my stuff and go to a co-working space with my earbuds. And just because I'm in another context, I am fully motivated and differently motivated. So try to change your view on a task and try to do this task differently as you usually do. It can permit you to be more motivated. um, Take care of yourself, take care of your health, because motivation can be triggered by positive um, behavior you can have for your health. I mean, if you not, how can I say, you know these people that gather on workshop and
hmm
they laugh. It's a
hmm
laughing session, and they laugh for nothing, and they feel better. Why?
right,
Because the body, if you put your body in a situation that so a laughing situation, your brain begins to
yes,
believe that
yes,
you are happy. So
yes,
this state of mind was not generated by your mind, it was before generated by your body. So try to respect your body and to find in this new relation you will have with your body, maybe more sport, more a better way to eat. uh,
right,
Beware of what you drink. If you drink something else than water, it can maybe it's not a good situation for your body, so it's not a good situation for your mind also. So try to take care of your mind, take care of your health, take care of your mood. And
right.
I know, Karen, that you have something to say about take care
Yes.
of your mood.
Well, when you're talking about taking care of your health and laughing just to be laughing to uplift your spirits, and that is definitely what happens. You when you're laughing, you got that dopamine popping off, that serotonin flowing through your body to just make you feel good all the way around. So when you're going being motivated, you can practice those mood lifting techniques. Practice gratitude. Um, Gratitude and mood lifting activities both increase productivity and The mood lifting activities actually improves the quality and quantity of your work. Practice motivation. You can make it a habit. Make it a habit of working on your goals. That's a one good reason, one good way to make sure that you're progressing and going forward. Make it a habit. Attach your work to something that you do on a daily basis, like those if-then statements. I don't know if you guys are into coding, but in JavaScript you have those if-then statements. So it's like if I turn on my computer, I'm going to work on my book, or I'm going to do a research, or I'm going to write some articles or do a blog post for an hour. You know you're going to be at your computer, so you might as well get it done. So
Yeah,
those are those.
habits are very important. Routines. I don't.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Routines.
it can permit you to be confident
Hmm.
of that what you do will be done because you already did. You do that all the time. So your brain, uh, at the end of maybe if you do something for 1 month, 1 month later, your brain needs you to do this task because it's a part of a process, and if you
Right.
don't, so it becomes more difficult to don't do the task than
Exactly.
doing the task. So if you find this state of mind, I think it's good. Gratitude is the key. Simon Leon is commenting saying gratitude is key. Be thankful for the opportunity, potential results, and just for being alive.
Hmm.
As long as we're breathing, anything is possible. What
And that
a
is
great
so
message.
true.
Yeah,
That is so
yeah,
true. As long as you can get up in the morning and you're in your right mind, health and strength, at least in your right mind, you can get something done. You can definitely get something done. But also, when you're planning ahead and you're making goals and everything, a good thing also is to reward yourself. You just don't want to be working, working, working. There's a time for work and there's a time for play. But you want to schedule that play in. You want to have milestones to where you accomplish something, then you play, then you reward yourself, but only after you've accomplished a goal, one of those small goals. Then you reward yourself and make this part of when you're planning your goals in the beginning. So plan this in ahead, plot your progress. You can put your goals on the calendar for tracking purposes so you can see it, visualize it. When you see it, when you say it, visualize it and speak it so you can hear it. All of that works in getting it into your system, getting into your brain. It's like you're saying a mantra, you know. The monkey with the eyes and the ears and the mouth. That's all you want to do for your body to get it in there on what you're trying to do and setting your goals. And don't do it alone. Share your goals with someone whose opinion that you value. It will boost perseverance, performance, and engagement because you'll have the person, because you care about what they say. You're going to have the person ask you checking on you, see how you're doing, and you want to keep going because you want to have something good to say because you do value what they're saying. Now, Michael, we got all this on how we build goals and motivations and how we
yeah.
maintain. Can we plan everything?
I think we will discuss more and give more advices and tips about motivation. But I would like to know how many people think that their motivation can be better uh, with the advices we gave to us. So please, if you think with these advices we gave to us to you, you can be more motivated, please in comment box put motivation. Motivation, yeah,
Motivation.
motivation is great. So if you put motivation, we know that you are in a good mood to improve, and now with these advices you can understand better, we hope, what is going with this motivation. So a question arises. It's
All right.
can we play? Can we plan everything? That means, is it possible to think about all the situations? I mean, sometimes we want to control everything, and thinking that it will permit us to be motivated. Do you think it's necessary?
You can't plan everything. Nope, it is not possible to plan every single thing. But what you can plan is for the unexpected. You can plan for that. So in your plans, plan for the unexpected. Like our CMO Ching Yu has said in the summit that we had, the pre-launch summit that we had last weekend. He did an awesome job, and he was talking about pain is in the gap between expectation and reality. When we're expecting something and we're expecting something to be a certain way, but we're living another way, and because that's not together, we got all this pain in the middle. And what he was saying is just accept the reality of what it is, and move on. Okay, so when you're planning for the unexpected, just accept that things are not going to always go your way. Things are not going to always be like you want them to be. So, a good way of doing this is to use the WOOP technique, WOOP technique, which is wishes, outcome, obstacles, and plan. So, how it works is you wish how you have a plan of how something's going to be, you wish something's going to happen, you see how it's going to be, the end goal. That's what you're working for. Okay. And then you see the outcome of how you're going to feel, how it's going to look when you achieve that goal. And the other O is obstacles. So you plan for things that could get in the way, you know, hurdles, time differences, whatever, obstacles that will keep you from your goal. And then the last one, P, is to plan for when those things happen, have a plan of action of how you're going to overcome those obstacles and hurdle in order to move forward and keep going forward. So that's the WOOP technique. That's WOOP, and that might help you out.
Yeah, and this whoop technique can you explain? So it's wish, outcome, obstacle, and plan. You
Yep.
explain. Okay.
Yes. Wish,
So this
outcome, obstacle, and plan.
I think this whoop technique is very important
Mm-hmm.
because you have to analyze. I mean, it's a good thing to analyze uh, your motivation.
Mm-hmm.
It's something that people don't do because they are too much they want to achieve what they do, and
Mm-hmm.
they don't put themselves in a good context that will permit them to be better, to be more efficient. So
Mm-hmm.
this show today was done because we thought that it could be a good idea for you to have these advices. We will finish and conclude on few last advices. I will begin, and please, Karen, you will give also the last advices for her audience. So concerning
Sure.
motivation, at first, I wanted to say to you, be strong, because we are living in a very difficult world with difficulties. You know what I mean about pandemics and difficulties. So we are in a moment that you have to be strong, and I think it's a good idea. Don't be lazy. It's not a moment to be lazy, because if you are lazy right now, you will miss opportunities, and some maybe if you procrastinate, that means that you're not dedicated on. You don't believe that you can be strong enough against these difficulties. So try to be strong. Don't be lazy. It's a phrase that John Chang, COO, said to us recently. And believe in yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like to add something else. Recently, I learned a model. It's called the 3C model: creativity, consciousness, and connection. Creativity, consciousness, connection.
Three
Creativity:
C's. Okay.
use your creativity for what you are doing. There is a way to use this creativity. Even at the first time you didn't expect that creativity could be helpful, try to use it, and you will create a new approach of what you are doing, and it can motivate you.
Yes.
Consciousness, try to expand your consciousness and your awareness about what you are doing. It may motivate you also. And
Hmm.
the last advice is connection. So, as I said, creativity, consciousness, connection.
Hmm.
Connection, try to think about connections you have, because people um, will, you can say, you can tell yourself that people will know what you are doing right now, because you
Hmm.
will share it to them. So, and people um, maybe they will appreciate what you're doing. So it should motivate you also to know that you have connections, and that you will, what you're doing today is not hidden. You have to show
Hmm.
it to the world. So I think we gave lots of advices, but maybe Karen, you have few ones to finish.
Well, I just want to say, find out what your motivation is. Find out what your motivation is. Use that construct your to construct your goals, implement the strategies that we discussed. Gave you a lot of good things to work on and to keep you going into that forward direction. And before I move on, I just want to say hello to a couple of people who have been active in our chat today. I want to get a shout out to Robert, who's also here in Atlanta. Hey, Robert, how you doing? And also to Sandy and all of our
And
top players like
Jivan
John
Jot
Chung.
also.
Yes,
Yeah.
Jiwon Jot has been he's cracked me up with some of his with some of his responses. Flow like water. Yes, we got to flow like water. We got to be able to dive all those obstacles. But and Tyra and Simon and John
and
Chung
and
and
Annie.
Hades.
Annie
Yes,
also, yeah.
Annie's on here. And who else did we have? Sandy's on here with us, and Tyra's on here with us, and also some Facebook people that are on here with us today, and Mingru. So I really do appreciate you guys coming out and supporting and hearing what we have to say this evening. So hope we've been a bit inspiring for you to keep you moving forward. So the next thing we're going to be doing, what are we going to be talking about next week or sometime in the future? So it might not be next week, but we're going to be talking about the DISC personality types. One of our speakers we had this past weekend, Jason Lim, talked about the personality types, the DISC personality types. So we want to get a little bit more deeper into that, and correspond that with the Maslow hierarchy. That should be interesting. So it might not be next week, but it is coming. Um, what we're going to be working on. And Michael, maybe you can remind us about the special offer that we have for people who are interested in our high value workshops at Summit.
Yes, of course. Remember the summit special offer we told you at the beginning of this show. Take advantage of the pre-launch offer. So for summit, you can have a whole year of high valuable workshop for only $25.
Hmm.
Only $25. Why? Only because it can, it's valuable.
It's awesome value, and
Yeah, it's
we're
also,
trying
yeah,
want people to everyone to have access to it. That's why it's $25. Everyone
yeah,
should have access to it. Not try
yeah.
to make it too expensive because we want you there.
You don't have any excuse, no money excuse to learn, because you will learn lots of things. You will be for 1 year on exclusive membership, so you will have an exclusive membership access for Summit's transformational workshops. It will be 10 live sessions with A-list speakers, and as you say, the value is mind blowing.
That's right. That is right for what you're getting. It really is. So, ladies and gentlemen, we do appreciate you
Thank you, Karen. Thank
having
you,
this time
Karen.
with us. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Annie, and for all of you who are joining us here this Well, evening for me, day for you, or afternoon. Appreciate you being sharing this time with us, and we will see you next time. Oh, before we go, make sure we tell them Michael is at summitasia.com/VIP.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Summitasia.com/VIP to get that deal at
Mm.
for the A-list speakers. Okay.
Thank you,
So
Karen. I think we did a good job this week. I'm fully motivated for next session. Thank you, dear audience, for watching us. We hope you will use advices to drastically increase your motivation. And I think it's time to say goodbye.
bye bye.
And I'll just want one moment. Please write kind comments. I know that you commented a lot, but outside be below the video, the replay, please comment and share this video to people you know that could be interested. So time's now to say goodbye and take care of you.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.